Hello loves, and welcome to my channel and my very first YouTube video. I'm Haley, and today I'm going to be working in my journal. I hope that you'll craft along with me or cozy up and just enjoy. I started this journal in October, and I couldn't see starting a new one just because it was a new year. I had so many blank pages to fill, and so that's what we're doing today. I'm just making a cover page here where I'll come back and put my goals in. But right now I'm just decorating the borders. I'm using this really fun tape that I got from Amazon as a gift, and the name of the tape is Night of Astrology set. I can't remember who it's by right now, but it's a really fun set. I'll also be using stickers from JarteaDesigns, it's Stickii Club, and MarigonaSuli throughout this whole video. And on the side there, you can see a washi sample that I got from a pen pal that I'll be using. And I'm mostly doing a celestial type of vibe for this setup. It was pretty fun getting all this set up done. Now I'm working on the 2026 lettering. Is it still called lettering if it's numbers? And I love these pens. They're also from Amazon, just cheap acrylic pens or markers. I found them after watching Ashley Monet. She uses them in her art, and I had to try them because I always love her juicy highlights. So anyways, I'm just cutting out 2026 to put in the corner, and that'll be about it for this page. I wasn't sure if I was going to do my letter to myself on this page or the next one, and I decided to do it on the next one. And so this is my letter to myself page. I'm just ripping some cardstock. And I made this little pocket to stick on off camera. It's just from some origami paper, so it's a little bit thinner. And then I just folded the sides in and adding some double-sided tape there to stick it in. So while I'm setting up this page, I will just tell you a little bit about what I hope to do on this YouTube channel. So I've never really created long form videos, and I just wanted to share a little bit more this year and enjoy my hobbies. So I'll be sharing kind of a mixed bag of hobbies to start out with to see what I like. And this is my first time doing a voiceover too, so please forgive me. But I want to do just kind of a mixed bag of everything that I like to create. So I'll be doing some journal videos, some pen pal videos, hopefully learn to crochet and sew and take you along with me. It just sounds fun. And then, yeah, go from there. You know, I like art and working with clay, DIYs, all that. And I just thought it would be fun to throw making videos into the mix of hobbies. I'm collecting them at this point, so why not always add more? Are you a one hobby person, or do you like to collect a bunch of different hobbies? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you're a crochet or knitter or sewer, if you have any good tips for starting, I'd love to know. I'm not quite ready to get into like knitting, but I'm definitely getting into crochet and sewing. So yeah, I'll open this letter in December next year. Hopefully I remember. Are you somebody that does this? Do you remember to open your letters for yourself? Okay, so here I am doing a 2026 bingo card with everything that I would like to do in 2026. Obviously, they're not mandatory. They're just kind of fun little things that I'd hope to check off. Just decorating the borders with some of that washi tape, and that tarot card moon washi tape is my favorite, I think, in the set. It's really fun. But yeah, I have this 2026 bingo in here, and then later on in the video, I'm going to have a reading bingo, so that's fun. And here it is all set up. So the next page we're doing here is my mail log, and I've been adding this into my journal for a while, and I just really like this mail log because, as I said earlier, I do pen pal mails, and this is just an easy way to keep track of the mails that I receive and send out, and what dates, who it was from, all that kind of thing. And I like it. I think it really helps, especially because last year I kind of fell off the habit of posting incoming mails and outgoing mails to Instagram, and that's all I used before was that on Instagram, just posting stories of, oh, this came in, or I'm sending this out. So I really like this. And then this way I can see all in one place when I send something out. It should be there or not, or when I get something, how long it's taken me to reply. I keep all my pen pal mails hung up kind of on, it's kind of like a clothesline, you know, and I just clip the mails on there. And I try to do them in order, but sometimes I get them mixed up or my cat knocks them off. So I like to just know the specific date of when it came in. That way I can reply in order and not reply, 7 months to a year later because I just forgot that one. So I'm doing a second line highlight here, and I really wish that it was this fast in real life. That would be nice. And And now we're going to get into the reading spreads because I do an everything journal pretty much. So I put all my reading stuff, my weekly stuff, monthly, all of that I put in one journal. It's just easier for me. I'm not really a multiple journal for every different thing type of person. So like I will junk journal in here too. It's one of the reasons that my journals get so thick is I just throw everything I want in here. But anyways, so reading journal set up now. I'm just doing one of those shelves to see the difference of physical ebooks and audiobooks. So I'll color them in. I've got my key at the bottom. And then as I read them, I'll just go through and, fill them in. But I added, so I'm sure you have seen the ones on like Pinterest and stuff where there's a window. They draw the window and then all the bookshelves around it. And it's really pretty. I had this sticker by MarigonaSuli and I really wanted to use it somewhere. I've been wanting to use it, just been kind of hoarding it. And I thought it would be really cool to set it up on this page. So it's kind of that same vibe as those drawings. And I like how it turned out. And of course, I gotta add clutter to my bookshelf because what is a bookshelf without clutter? I mean, I like a cluttered bookshelf because I just put knickknacks and everything on there. I guess some people are very particular though, like a very clean bookshelf, which good for you. I cannot be that person. And I'll try to list most of the products that I'm using in the description. But like I said, bear with me. This is the first time I'm doing this. And so here I'm setting up where I track when I started a book, ended a book, and rating. And then I'll put the picture of the book in those little squares, just the book cover. And it doesn't look like much now, but I show you a finished version from last year. And I did letters. I didn't like them, so I end up not putting it in here. And then just later on, I change it using stickers, and I like that a lot more. I wanted to be able to see the vines behind, like see there, you can see it. So yeah. And now we're moving on to my series tracker. I'm not sure I like this way or not. I really liked the way I did it last year, but I wanted to try something new. And last year I had all the books listed out, so I didn't have to look back and see, the name of the book, where I was at in the series. But this works. We'll see if I like it or not, or go back to how I did it before. And maybe I'll do a flip through of my 2025 finished journal so that you can see like how the spreads look in the end. But I basically just ended up writing the series and doing little boxes beside it. But I don't think I include it in here because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I just wanted to set up the page, the stickers and design and stuff. Took me forever to decide on the lettering too. And I finished off that fine leaf washi tape. I'm so sad. So here you may be wondering what's happening. I am setting up a bingo board, but I didn't want to do squares again because I had already done squares and this is for my reading. So I wanted something a little bit different, and I put all my washi tape out to kind of map the circles. And then here I'm just going through and laying them out. And I like how it ended up turning out. I forgot to add a free space, but that's okay because I will most likely I will at least get bingo, I'm sure. So it's a little bit different. I'm not writing in each circle what I want to check off for, get bingo. I'm writing a number in there. And so on the side, you'll see like a little card, and then each number has what I would like to accomplish. And now we're getting into the tracker portion. So originally I was going to use bigger trackers, so that's why I'm adding a page in here. But then I decided they were a little bit too big, so I decided to use smaller trackers. And then they were a little bit too small, so I ended up just having this extra page I added in for no reason. But I decided to use one of the bigger tracker papers and put that there to track when I'm tracking. I know. Yeah, I know. And I'm only setting this up for January through June. So my trackers, you'll see they only go January through June, because in June, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to start a new journal and I'll have to do a setup in there. So all of these spreads that I've been creating are just for those months. Once we get to June, I'm going to do a whole new setup, and yeah. This is just some double-sided tape sticking on. I printed off these tracker cards. I made the letters, the words on Procreate, and then the graph I made on, can't remember, maybe Procreate too. Anyways, I put them into Photoshop and just changed colors around. It was originally all just pink. Printed them off, stuck them in, and there we go. And now I'm just decorating the front here because, like I said, I didn't really need this extra space. Just some Stickii Club items, and I thought it was pretty cute to do this little old school technology kind of feel. And of course, I'm using the same washi tape, this set, throughout the whole setup. And now I'm going in and writing what each tracker is for. So this page is kind of more of a hobbies tracker. So I have reading, mail, art, when I journal, and just when I'm creative overall, because I know this year I want to try more hobbies and I don't know which ones I'm going to actually keep up with. So that's why I added the creative box, just as a catch-all for hobbies. And then, like I said, that big tracker all the way on the left on the flipped out page, that's going to be for the days that I actually filled in this tracker. All of the trackers. And here is my cleaning tracking, or, kind of chores tracking. So I find it really helps when I can see when I did certain things. in and adding some of these fun little stickers from Stickii. I love the hollow on them. They're really fun. And then after this, we'll just do a flip through so that you can see everything, and that'll be it. So thanks so much for joining me today.